Hey, what is happening, folks? It is Jimmy G in the place to be, bringing you back to the good, the bad, the awesome, where we unbox, give my first reaction to all things pop culture. So if you like to see what I see when I see it, you see it, then hit that like, subscribe, get notified when we have new videos that post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. At least I try to do that. Well, today we got an amazing video. As you know, new Transformers movie came out, Transformers 1, and if you have not gone to see that yet, what are you waiting for? You need to go see that. It is one of the best Transformers movies that are out there, and I have reviewed a couple toys, mainly a couple Optimus Primes from that movie. I reviewed the Studio Series one, which I thought had a good robot mode and a crappy alt mode. I didn't like the alt mode. I'm sorry, I just didn't like it. And then we reviewed the main line, which I thought had a good alt mode and not a great robot mode. Again, so it was one of those, one or the other. And so today we're going to take a look at one that I think will fit both areas very well. We're going to take a look at the Takara Tomy Brave Commander Transformers 1 like leader class, I think, is this guy, and we're gonna see how good is he, see if this one is worthy of both modes and is the one prime that will prime them all. Let's go do it. So here we have it, folks. Takara Tomy's Brave Commander Optimus Prime from Transformers 1, the movie, which needs to do really well in the box office because I really want a sequel to it. Please, please, please go see it. And this is the one toy I think I've been waiting for from this movie. Right now, the Studio Series and the mainline toys just ain't doing it for me. Some of them are pretty decent. I mean, they're okay, but this one right here, I think is the one, but it is a little bit pricey at $79. You're paying that little bit of a price because this is a Takara Tomy, which is an import versus a Hasbro, which I don't get. I don't know why Hasbro could have this same model here, but here is the box. Love the artwork, love the way it looks, the blue, the red, the logo right down here. Of course, it shows both the alt, and I love the fact that it looks like you can have both either the Orion Pax or the Optimus Prime kind of face there. And it looks like it has some other cool stuff that happens too. The side with the artwork, I wish Takara Tomy will be making the other ones, but I doubt they will. I know they did, like with Rise of the Beast, they just made Optimus Primal, but they didn't make any of the other ones, so I think this might just be the one shot we get at some of the TF1 toys from them. So energy axe, energy cannons, transform, matrix, face change, energy cannons, all the stuff you get here. There's this stuff too as well, but that is just that. What we want to do is we want to get it out of the box and kind of go ahead and start playing with it. So let's do that right now. So here he is, folks, out of the package, which always gives me a hard time, that bubble package, but I'm glad that Takara is using that and not the cardboard, because I think it looks better. It's not environmentally friendly, but I think it looks better. But what you get in the box, and so far first impressions, it does feel much better than the other Prime. But what you get in the box, you do get the blue Energon axe. I wish it was the orange inside of the blue on this, but it is the blue. Hopefully maybe you got like DNA or someone will come out with a mod that gives us the Energon axe that we all deserve. You get a very chunky and a really good looking matrix of leadership. Take a look at that right there, just gorgeous. You also get the instructions right here, which gives us everything we need to do, but it's all in Japanese. But it gives you everything you need to do to transform it. And then you get the robot itself, Mr. Orion Pax, Optimus Prime himself, standing at a whopping 8 inches tall. So he is a tall boy, and we'll compare him with some other robots here in just a little bit. But he is a tall robot. So I don't know how well he will scale with some of your collection, but he does look really, really good. So let me bring him in for a closer shot, so that way we can kind of get a better look at him. So there we go. Let's get this camera kind of in there. But that face sculpt looks really, really nice. The overall, I do love the look of this. He has a bit, I think he looks better proportioned. Some people think he looks skinny, but I think he actually looks really nice, really good proportions. Love the shoulders just the way they are right here. And then the gray and the reds really do pop. I love the blue on the legs right there. They look really good too as well. When you kind of turn them to the side, and to this side, he just looks fantastic. He has a backpack, but it kind of makes sense. This backpack there kind of makes sense there. And then if you want to, the shoulder cannons, they pop out. I think they are hidden here somewhere. There they are, and you push those buttons there, and those shoulder cannons kind of pop out right there. That's so cool. That is really cool. Let's kind of load them back up where they need to go. Oop, oop, there we go. But there he is in a bit of a nutshell from a look standpoint. Articulation wise, as I try to get him to stand, looks like he does have better articulation than some of the ones that we've had before. So the head is on a ball and a swivel, and then to change out the head, I think it's like on a swivel. So let's see if I can figure that out here really quick. I think you kind of just pop that up like so. Yep. So you pop that up like so, and then you can turn, I think you turn this part. Yeah, that's cool. Of course, I got big fingers. And there we got the Orion Pax face there, and that looks really, really good too as well. I don't know, I might keep the Orion Pax face since all my other ones have the Optimus Prime face there. But the head is on a ball. It can look up. Of course, you do have where you can kind of see too much there, but you do have a little bit of up and down movement there. This here you have where it does stay up like that, so that's nice, but it seems like it's going to be a little bit loose, so it may fall, but mine so far is not having any problems like other people's where it can stay up like so. You do have the swivel all the way around on that. You also have bicep 90 degree. You have the it goes the other way too. You have the swivel there, you have the swivel on the hands, and you also have articulated a little articulated hand there where this part comes out, but that's about it from an articulation on the hand part. And then the waist, you have no ab crunch, but you do have a waist swivel. Legs can Jean-Claude all the way out. It ratchets, that's nice. So you can go back really far. You got that right there. You also have the thigh swivel, and then the feet you have on a kind of a rocker as well as a up and down, so you got that too as well. So you got some really good articulation out of him. And then the matrix I think can fit right in his chest area. I don't know how to get that open yet, but you can kind of put that matrix right in there if you want to, so that way he's in that beautiful Autobot leader mode. But yeah, that's how he looks. So let me bring in the other TF1 Optimus Primes that I have, so we can kind of see and take a look for yourself to kind of see what he looks like. And so here is the Studio Series right there, so you can kind of see just from a size standpoint, he does tower over that Studio Series one by quite a bit. And I do like the lighter gray versus this gray, and I like this red versus this red. I like the colors. I think everything looks really, really good. There's no parts forming on this one like there is on this one. When I say parts forming, you have the nipple cannons there when he's in Ultimate. And then here is the main line right there. So let me see if I can center everything right there. So there's the main line, so you can kind of see just from a size standpoint, what he looks like from there. Now, what I will do, I'll be right back. Let me go grab a few other robots in disguise so we can compare him to them. Okay, so let me show you from a height standpoint. Okay, so let's compare some primes. Why don't we do that? So let's start from my smallest to largest. So here is Core Class Artimus Prime. We also have Magic Squares, Legend Class Optimus Prime. Let's go with OG Prime here. Good old OG. Nice. Let's bring in Orion Pax from the, what is it called? The Legend is Born or Legacy series, whatever it is. Let's get it with, this is the Earthrise Optimus Prime. And then let's scoot these guys over just a hair because I know you're going to want to see him with the one that most people want to see him with is how does he compare with the Studio Series Prime. And so let's bring in Studio Series Prime right there. And you can see he is way taller than Studio Series Prime there. Let's go ahead and bring Earthrise right there. Let's do, well, no, I've got to arrange all my primes here. Let's put Orion Pax, kind of Earthrise right there, G1. And last but not least of the primes we will compare him to is a Masterpiece Prime. And that is Magic Squares Light of Peace. And so that is kind of how he compares to all of these primes. And so doesn't really, it's like a scale of his own, I guess. Not big enough for Masterpiece, yet not really small enough for leader class or chug size. Well, let's bring in a few other bots that are not primes to see what he looks like compared to them. All right, back again. So let's bring in a deluxe class. This is Transformers Legacy Bumblebee. Little tiny boy right there. Let's bring in a Voyager class. This one will be Starscream. That's the Studio Series 86 Starscream. So you can kind of see how much bigger he is there. And then let's bring in a leader class. And so let's put the leader class right here next to this one. So maybe he scales with leader class. That's what I would say, probably. Because that's leader class Grimlock right there. And we do have one more. Commander class of the Chug. And that is Ultra Magnus. Let's see if I can get them all in the frame here. But yeah, that is kind of how he scales with other bots. So yeah, maybe leader class is the way he is scaled, this Takara one. So because it looks like it's almost true to Grimlock. Maybe he needs to be a little bit shorter than Grimlock, but almost true to that Grimlock size there. But definitely not Commander class size there. Maybe, I don't know. He's kind of almost true to that size where Ultra Magnus is too as well. I don't know. Y'all make that decision. So here's the deal. If you're buying him to scale him, you may be disappointed. But if you're buying him because of how he looks, then that may be where it's at. Right there is how he looks. So let's do this. I'm going to move these guys out of the way. I'm going to get him transformed into his alt mode. I'm going to do that off camera. I will put some links to people who do that so much better than me. So that way we can take a look at his alt mode and kind of play with that. Then we'll talk through my final thoughts, say if you should get this guy or not. Boom, and just like that, through the magic of video editing, we have him transformed into his alt mode, his Cybertronian truck mode. And I'll tell you what, it was a pretty cool transformation progress, and I can already tell you right now, this is the best of both worlds. Whereas Studio Series good robot mode, bad alt mode. Mainline, good alt mode, bad robot mode. This is the best of both worlds, and I am digging it. It is so freaking cool the way this all comes together. It rolls, and just let me get size. I know we want to see what size. Some of you are like, what size is it? So almost 8 inches, about 7.5 inches there. And so let me just kind of bring them in a little bit closer so you can kind of see. What I love is you don't have the gappiness like you do in the Studio series. So let me bring the Studio series in, because I do have it in alt mode. You can kind of see, you know, the gappiness that you have there on that, but you don't have it in this one. I love how this is just solidly built. I love, again, the red and the gray over this kind of like yellowish gray. I think it looks great. The back of the truck, not a lot of gaps. Looks really, really good. Love the way the legs collapse on each other in this one. I think it looks really awesome. The bottom, this is where you can kind of see the hollowness right here, where you can kind of see they just all come together. Here's the wheels. What I wish this had the wheels from the movie. So that would have been cool. But this does have the coolest feature in the entire world in alt mode, and that is this. Let's see if I can get it going. Let's see. Boom! That, yes, love it. Got his guns. Sun's out, guns out. This one's kind of being a little derpy. I don't know why. It swallowed a fly, but it's being a little derpy for its needs. I don't know. Why is that doing that? I don't know. Maybe I just don't have everything in as tight as it should be, and that's why that is sticking out like so. I'll try to fix that though here in just a moment. But that is the cool thing I love about this truck. Yeah, he's not pegged in all the way. He needs to be pegged in. See, because if it's not pegged in all the way, it will do that like it's doing it on this side. So there we go. Now I got it going. There we go. There they are. Boom. So all my guns, sun's out, guns out. That is just too cool. I love it. I love it. But yeah, it rolls. There's not much more to say, but this is just freaking cool. One of the things I do like too as well is if you want to put a trailer on it, guess which trailer works really, really well? That is the new Studio Series 86 trailer. Pops right on there, and so you can kind of have a Studio Series 86 Cybertronian. That would be cool if they made a Cybertronian truck trailer on this one. That would be very, very cool, I would say. But this, yeah, I am just loving this alt mode. I love the robot mode is great. There's a couple minor qualms I have on it, but this truck mode is just freaking cool. It's just freaking cool. Let me just pull it up so you can kind of see side. There's the front, side profile, the top, the back, and the bottom. Yeah, if you don't get that in just right with those clips and stuff like that, the gun's going to do its thing right there. But yeah, so cool. Let me go ahead and push these guns back in. You're going to go back in, gun. Boom. That is just freaking awesome. I love it. So let's do this. Let me just compare him to a few other trucks that we do have here. So first of all, let's bring in the TF1 ones. There's the Studio Series right there. There is the main line right there. You can kind of see how it is. Again, I like how this is all solid and together here. Whereas this is gappy. But yeah, just so cool. So cool. But yeah, there you go. You can kind of see all those together. I don't know if I could pull that out a little bit further. There you are. All the truck modes there on the TF1s. Let's pull these guys out and let's bring in one that everyone wants to see it with. Is the Studio Series. And this is almost neck and neck from a height standpoint what it should be. I don't know if you can kind of see that. It's just, I'm not height, length standpoint. It's almost neck and neck with Studio Series there. Looks really, really good. Not out of proportion. Here is Earthrise. I'm going to bring Earthrise there. Let's bring in Core Class. He's going to go right here. And then one more little guy that we do have. We'll bring that in. And that is Dr. Woo right there. Woo, woo, woo. So we got all these different truck modes that you can kind of see. Let's see if I can pop the camera up without being crazy. Just a second. All right, popping the camera up so you can kind of see it a little bit. Sorry for the shakiness if there is, but you can kind of see from a length standpoint what all that looks like right there. So yeah, very, very chic and freaking awesome. So let's get back together with Jimmy in the chair and let's talk through my good, my bad, and my final thoughts on TF1 Takara Brave Commander Optimus Prime. Folks, back for my final thoughts. Thank you, Jimmy, over in the review section on Takara's Brave Commander Optimus Prime. So let's bring him back in. Got him back in robot mode. Probably the mode I'll keep him in, and probably the face I'll keep on him, because I like having me a little Orion Pax face there. As much as I love my Optimus Prime faces, I've got plenty of them. I don't have a lot of these faces, so I'm going to keep this face. So the good, what I like about this, I love the overall look, the aesthetics. I love how big he is. He is just, I mean, although he's not like in scale with like your Chug stuff, I just love how big this guy is. And I hope Takara releases the Megatron and some of the other ones, because that would be awesome. The other thing I love is the guns. Those things are so freaking cool right there, that just pop out. Really, really nice. Love that too as well. Matrix is hidden right in there. Really cool how they did that. Posability wise, I think he has some really good posability. The bad about this guy is I wish he had like the wheels that was in the movie. That would be kind of cool. The other thing that's really bad is this right here will eventually get loose and will kind of fall, right? So it doesn't kind of hang out there too well there. And then this backpack right here, this part is a little bit loose too as well. So you got to be careful about that. And then in alt mode with the guns, if your alt mode is not pegged in correctly, those guns will kind of just, let's put it this way, you'll need a little bit of the blue pill to make sure those guns stay as straight as they need to be. But overall, the awesome about this is the TF1 Transformers 1 Orion packs that you need to get. The other bad thing, sorry, I forgot one more bad thing. He's $79, so he's a little bit expensive. So if you're not a big fan of the Transformers 1 movie and you are not a big fan of Orion packs, then you're not going to want this. If you are a fan of the Transformers 1 movie and you want a good representation of Orion packs, this is a good one. This one's a good one. He's a little small, but he's good. But $25, $79, but you can see from the size and stuff like that, but the playability, the posability, all that freaking crap about that, this thing is freaking amazing. I love this. This is probably my fifth favorite Optimus Prime that I have. First being, of course, retro, all the feels missing link Optimus Prime, which is freaking cool. Second would be Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime. Third would be, you know what? This one's probably my third favorite. No, G1 Original. No, this one. No, I can't make up my mind. I love all my Optimuses equally. So on a scale of good, bad, awesome, this thing is freaking awesome. I got it from Toy Dojo, but you can order it on Big Bad Toy Store, Hasbro Pulse. They may be sold out of it. Amazon, I believe you might be able to find them on, but I got them on Toy Dojo. The transformation, thank you Prime versus Prime. I watched that transformation that he did. He was the only video I saw out there with a transformation, so that helped out there. So definitely check that out if you got this guy. But pick this freaking bot up. He is worth it. He is so worth it. And if you haven't gone to see Transformers 1, what are you waiting for? Go see Transformers 1. Get out there, promote that movie. So now I have my good bot mode, my like regular bot mode, like Optimus, the one with the mask. the one without the mask, and then the alt mode here on this one. So although this alt mode on here is freaking amazing, so I just love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So that's all I got to say about that. So if you like this video, consider maybe becoming a member, subscriber, super thanks, whatever you want to do. You do that voodoo, you do. But I appreciate everything that you do. You do. But anyway, so tune in next time when we do talk about something else, good, bad, or awesome. But in the meantime, you all remember to stay young, have fun, and be awesome. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye now.